We now want to be able to give coordinates of a set of points in a plane. As a matter of fact, we want to look at the entire plane. It's called the rectangular coordinate system, or the Cartesian coordinate system after its inventor, René Descartes. We start with a horizontal x-axis with a vertical y-axis, and the origin is the point where they meet, and its coordinates are 0, 0. Now we also have four sections called quadrants. Quadrant 1 is in the upper right-hand section where the x is always positive and the y is always positive. We'll be using capital Roman numerals for each of these quadrants. The upper left-hand quadrant is called quadrant 2. The x is always negative and the y is always positive. Quadrant 3 is in the lower left-hand corner. The x is always negative, the y is always negative. In quadrant 4, the x is always positive and the y is always negative. Let's look at some specific examples here of points that we can work with. Let's find the coordinates of some points. For example, A. Notice if we start at the origin, we come 2 to the right, so x is 2. And then we have to come up 1, so y is 1. Point B, we start at the origin, we come 1 to the right, so the x is 1. We come 1, 2, 3, 4 down. Since we're going down, we get a negative number. Point C, we start at the origin, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left, so we get a negative 4. Since we don't move up or down, we get a 0 for y. Notice these are called ordered pairs. You must have two numbers. D, 1, 2, 3 to the left, so we get negative 3 for the x. And then we come down 2, so we get negative 2 for the y. And lastly, point E, we start at the origin, 1, 2, 3 to the left, so that's negative 3. And then we come up 1, 2, 3, 4 for the y. Please notice how this is very similar to reading a map. Also, each space here stands for 1. Sometimes as we're graphing, spaces will count for something other than 1, so we have to be especially careful. Let's plot the point F, 4, 1. We start at the origin, go over 4 and up 1. So that would be the point F, 4, 1. G is 3, negative 1. We start at the origin. We go over 3 and down 1. So that would be G, 3, negative 1. H is negative 2, 1. We start at the origin, 2 to the left and up 1. That'll be H. I is negative 4, negative 3. Negative 4, negative 3. That'll be I. J is 0, 4. So we go 0 and then up 4. And that'll be J. Notice if the x is 0, it's on the y-axis. K is negative 2, 0, so we go negative 2, 0, and that'll be K. If the y is 0, it's on the x-axis.